Good evening all, and welcome to another video on All How They Ale. Tonight is alcohol-free night and we're going for the beer that we've been waiting for at least a year due to issues. Which beer is it? It's this one. It is Guinness alcohol-free. Yeah, you can tell I'm a little bit excited to get hold of this one at last. Back in the day, I used to drink a metric shed load of Guinness in its full fat, sort of beautiful stouty goodness, and since having to move predominantly alcohol free, I've not had a particularly good stout experience. Something that's just going to fit the bill, have that real authentic Guinness taste, and the surge, hopefully. This one, I hope, will fit the bill. So they're about $3.75 in Morrison's right now for a 4-pack, and yeah, there's not an awful lot that we can tell you about the beer. It just says on the top, chill, open, pour and enjoy it wherever, whenever. And it says it's brewed in Dublin, it's 100% Guinness and 0% alcohol. And on the side of the can are the ingredients, which are water, malted barley, roasted barley, fructose, natural flavourings, nitrogen and hops. So, yeah, none of the old microbacteria from last year that halted the production and prevented many people enjoying it. A lucky few got some. Don't know if they were ill or not, but anyway, you've got a very, very cool, typical Guinness can, but with a little blue 0.0 and the flashes at the top of the bottom of the can. So the classic gold harp is there. Let's get it out and into a Guinness glass and see what we think. So this bit, I'm going to open it over here and hopefully we can get the nitro pour. Hard pour this one, because it always comes out well. And with it being nitro, you don't get 10 ton of crazy. And look at that surge. It's beautiful. Look at that. Let's keep it that way around. Look, we're going to sit here for a few moments and just appreciate the nitro surge of a pint of Guinness. It's a little bit lovely. It's, yeah, something like I say we've been waiting ages for. We'll just appreciate it for a moment. There, look at that. Isn't that a thing of beauty? You've got that lovely nitro head. That's something I've always been critical of alcohol-free beers, is their heads have not been great, but this is the first nitro-poured alcohol-free we've had. So, let's say it's cleared, it's settled. That's pretty quick, I've got to give it that. Let's have a whiff. It looks amazing, doesn't it? It's jet black. There's nothing really coming through except at the very extremes, bottom of the glass, and you've got a beautiful, thick, creamy off-white head. So the sniff test. Smells like Guinness. It's a little sweeter perhaps, but it's got that roasty, toasty, malty smell that we all know and love about Guinness. It's simple, unadulterated, stouty goodness. A little hint of coffee, maybe. But otherwise, it's typical Guinness. So, it looks great. Smells good. Smells inviting. Smells like Guinness. But does it taste like Guinness? They say it's 100% Guinness taste. Let's find out. Cheers. You know what? That feels like you're drinking a real beer. It's got that big, thick, creamy head. You get a slightly thinner than normal Guinness, but the taste is there. It's malty. It's sweet. It's toasted. There's a hint of coffee. It's smooth as you like. If you thought James Bond was smooth, this makes James Bond look like the blooming Himalayas. It's smooth as you like. Body's sort of medium. Mouthfeel is silky soft. Carbonation is almost, I want to say non-existent. You know, it's not obvious on the tongue. That is silky goodness in a glass. Like I say, toasty, roasty, malted goodness. Classic Guinness, if a little sweeter. That is, I don't use these words very often, game changer. incredibly good. Incredibly good. Finish is silky soft, a little bit roasty, mostly sweet. More of the malts come through, and it's classic, typical Guinness. You know, it's great. It's great. It's authentic. It's bloody lovely. It is what it is. So, I've been looking forward to this day. Guinness 0.0. What do I think of you? Well, I'll tell you what Untapped thinks of you first of all. Now, given that it was only released into the UK market again this week, and today is the 27th of August, it's not had that many check-ins. It's had 148, which is a lot lower than I expect, I must admit. But it's got an average score of 3.57, which over that number of check-ins isn't that bad, really. But we all know that you're going to win some, you're going to lose some. What's my board going to say? Well, currently it's empty. Let's give it some points. So, appearance-wise, you've got some lovely lacing on the glass as well. As you're drinking, look at that. It's doing what a good beer should in a clean glass. It looks amazing. It looks like a Guinness Stout. It's black. It's got a creamy white head that is sticking around. Can I fault the appearance? No, I can't. And if I did, I'd be lying. It's brilliant. It looks amazing. It's 1 for the point. 1 for the point. Yeah. Anyway, aromas. They're light, but they're classic, if a little sweeter. Malty, a little hint of coffee, a little bit of, what's it called? Honeycomb. That's where the sweetness is, it's honeycomb. Otherwise, it's beautiful roasted malts through and through. It smells great. What would I like to change? I'd like it stronger, if I must admit. That's not a massive criticism, though. It's really good. It smells authentic. So, just because it's a little bit on the light side for me, I'm going to give it the 0.75. But let's be honest, that's nitpicking. It really does smell nice. The body, whilst it's not as heavy as a regular Guinness, or indeed the big fat stouts that people are used to, you've got to remember that it's not more than 0.05% alcohol. And realistically speaking, what they've done there is they've given it as much as they can in the parameters of the design brief, and it's really good. It works. It's medium. It's got a beautiful silky soft mouthfeel. Carbonation is spot on for a nitro poured stout. I love it. Would I change it? I'd possibly make it heavier, but then again, you're going to change the parameters. It's going to go a little bit off-piste. Can I fault it? Not really. I can't fault it. It's really good for what it is. It's getting the point. It's getting the full one. The most important bit of all is the taste. And let's be honest, it's bloody lovely. It delivers everything that you expect from a Guinness. It's got that roasted malt. You've got a little hint of the sweetness. You've got just a classic stout experience. Now, I've served mine fridge cold, less about 10 minutes, because I like my stouts a little bit cold to start with. And then I'll try a warmer one. I bought enough of them to try all different temperatures, so we'll do that later. But as it stands now, can I fault the taste? I really can't. It tastes like Guinness. It's an authentic Guinness experience, just a little sweeter. I love it. I'm giving it the full point. So the finish on a stout, I like them to be roasty and malty and pretty long-lived, let's be honest. And on the big, heavy, boozy stouts, particularly the Impies, for example, you've got the booze to back up the finish and make it last longer. This being alcohol-free doesn't last as long, but Jesus, look at that head. That head is still there. There's going to be head left probably tomorrow. The finish of the beer, though, it's decent enough. It's long enough. It's malty enough. It's sweet malt on the back end, but it's not that horrible sweet malt that's just overly saccharine sweet. This is just about the right level of sweetness. Would I change it? Maybe a tiny bit. I would add a little bit more roasty malt flavour to it and just dial back on some of the sweetness to give more of the things that I love about a stout on the finish. I'm going to give it the 0.75, mind. Which means, with a score of 4.5, George Dawes, it's arguably one of the best stouts I've had that's alcohol-free. And it's Guinness. Yeah, in a proper Guinness glass. lovely. One more minute. There. Done. Dusted. Lovely head. Lovely beer. It's gone though. Oh well, I've got a few more packs to enjoy. So, ladies and gents, boys and girls, we're at the point in the video where we're going to say thank you to the boys and girls at Guinness for putting all that effort into getting the production just right so that we can enjoy this really rather tasty beer. And on that note, I'm going to say that's been the Guinness alcohol free. Those down there are the buttons. I've been Nick, and I will see you again soon for another one.